Absolutely. Lady, gentlemen, thank you. Professor Alfred Omenya, Angela Ambitho. And, you forgot to tell us that you have full professorship now. So,
because Kenyans are basically expecting them to get to work. We don't want a situation where the inflationary situation persists, the joblessness persists, and citizens start getting uneasy. So whether it is William Ruto or Raila Odinga, we will congratulate whoever wins, but we'll remind them that the country needs leadership.
Absolutely. Lady, gentlemen, thank you. Professor Alfred Omenya, Angela Ambitho. And, you forgot to tell us that you have full professorship now. So my apologies for referring to you otherwise. Congratulations, Professor Alex Awiti.
Thank you.
We are bowing.
Yes, we are. We most certainly are. Thank you, and welcome again. So hopefully we will have a bit more clarity tomorrow.
Yeah. Correct.
And then we can start to see, where things go.
Exactly.
And more importantly, even with the other races, because that's also going to be key to see what happens in terms of the legislative agenda, in terms of the leadership at the county level. Yeah. And I think all of us are waiting to see what happens with CDF when we get into the 13th Parliament. Yes. What do they do with it? Do they create new legislation? I think that'll be interesting to see. And I know I'm getting ahead of myself here, but there's also, the SRC and a number of things that they did with the allowances of members of National Assembly. Let's see if they will go in predictable fashion with respect to that. And of course, a number of other issues. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for that. It's now about 1 in the morning on the 10th of August, 2022. I want to send it to Jamila now to tell us where the numbers are today.
Yvonne, thank you. Thank you to Professor Awiti. We need to tell our viewers that Prof is our provost, vice provost at Aga Khan University. Both Yvonne and I are students.
Well, there's some news there as well, Jamila, but I will update you on that.
Oh, really? Mwalimu wetu?
There's a lot of news.
Okay,
there's a lot of news that Professor Alex hasn't shared. But yes, we'll get into that.
I can't wait. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you to your panel. Watazamaji tunasema asante sana kwa kuwa nasi. Kama alivyosema Yvonne, ni mwendo wa saa 7 zimesalia dakika 2, tarehe 10 mwezi wa 8 mwaka 2022. Na mtazamaji, kama tulivyokuwa tunakuarifu ni kwamba tunaendelea kupokea hizi form 34A haswa katika mitandao ya tume ya IEBC. Asilimia 84 zimepokewa kufikia sasa, na sisi hapa tunajumlisha kura katika kituo chetu, na kama unavyoona taswira ya mambo utaona katika runinga yako. Usisahau kwamba hizi sizo matokeo ambazo ni rasmi. Matokeo rasmi yanatangazwa na tume ya IEBC, haswa mwenyekiti Wafula Chebukati kutoka kituo cha kitaifa cha kujumlisha kura katika ukumbi wa Bomas. Kama unavyoona ni vituo 2529 kwa sasa kati ya 46229 ambazo tumeweza kujumlisha kura zake, na matokeo ni kama unavyoona katika runinga. Sisi tunaondoka, tunawapisha wenzetu. Victoria Rubadiri ashawasili tayari hapa kuendelea na taarifa hii. Asante sana mtazamaji, endelea kutazama taarifa zetu hizi za Kenya's Choice 2022. Yvonne?
All right, thanks. Good night or good morning. We will be back here, I think, later on in the morning for some more coverage. So Victoria Rubadiri is up next. I believe Sam Gituku will be joining her, and Wahiga Mora, who's from Bomas of Kenya, and he'll be right here. So they will be with you in just a short while. Like we said, we won't stop until the last vote is in, until the final declaration is made. Good night and good morning. Bye-bye.
accountability, and accuracy. It will be an affront to Kenyans if the ballots they cast so faithfully are miscounted. Whereas the IEBC is constitutionally mandated to declare results, other actors have been allowed to undertake parallel tallying. We ask all who do so and broadcast their findings to continually inform their audiences that such results are provisional. This is to ensure that mistakes made by specific institutions do not mislead the public. Dealing with results. Constitutional democracies such as Kenya are premised on competitive elections which produce winners and losers. We therefore call upon all candidates, supporters, and commentators to carefully consider their words and actions in response to the results that are announced. Recognizing that every Kenyan has a role to play in the betterment of our society, we encourage both winners and losers to accept the will of the people. As provided for in law, any candidate or Kenyan who is dissatisfied with the results may seek legal redress. No one should incite Kenyans to engage in violence on account of the election results. Let us remember the word of God recorded in first letter of Peter, chapter 3, verses 10 to 11. Whoever would love life and see good days must keep his tongue from evil and his lips from deceitful speech. We must turn from evil and do good. We must seek peace and pursue it. The religious leaders and institutions remain available to provide pastoral care, support, and counseling to all the candidates and supporters. 4. Uphold peace and national cohesion. The peace witnessed across the country today is a positive sign of hope for all Kenyans. We encourage all actors and stakeholders to act responsibly and at all times endeavor to preserve peace and national cohesion. The individual aspiration for leadership by any person should not put the lives of Kenyans at risk. In conclusion, we commend the millions of Kenyans who turned out to vote today. We have exercised our constitutional and civil duty. Let us continue upholding peace, responsible character, in line with the prayer we make through our national anthem.